Hello everyone. Thank you for your support for the last video that I uploaded in the YouTube, and I saw your comments, and thank you for appreciating me. And today I choose this topic, which is screenshot guidelines and process. Especially we will focus on how to take screenshots in a proper way, and how to focus the subject, and what are the things that we have to avoid, and what are the things that we have to include. So I choose this topic because it's requested by some students to make some videos to upload, so they can follow the instruction, and they can submit their assessments in a proper manner. Before we jump into the screenshots and the application that we are going to use it for the screenshot, first of all, we should know the guidelines of screenshots. I mean, how to prioritize your subjects, and what are the things that you have to hide, and what type of things that you have to send it as a screenshot. I mean, the images, and what are the things that we have to submit as text. So I found these guidelines on a website in docs.regspace.com. Then I read that article, and I found it is very important and very interesting things. Say they say that when to use the screenshots. You can use a screenshot for the following purposes: orient users in the complicated and the long procedures, and show complex windows or dialog boxes. Mostly, if the things that you are going to explain is very complex and there's so many things out there, you have to use a screenshot. It's much easier to explain to the users who is going to use it. So you can see the entire pictures that you cannot explain it by text. This is the main purpose of the screenshots. Right. And there are so many things you can just follow the guidelines, but they're saying that for certain things that you should not use as screenshots. For example, a code sample. If you have a codes that you type it, then if you take a screenshot, sometimes the pictures are not very clear. The person who is assessing you, they cannot read it. Maybe the text, like for example U and zero and O, all of them almost look similar to that. So that purposes they are saying that don't use the code sample and everything. But our main thing here now, how to take a screenshot and display it, but just you put it in your mind that these are the things that you should not do by submitting by screenshots. But if the assessment asks you to do submit it screenshots only, then you have to go for it. In that case, we will see that how we are going to upload the best way to show that. So they're telling you don't make it more than 600 pixel wide, because most of the monitors they cannot cover. I mean, they can cover, but still, if you exceed the viewable area, it's very difficult for the user who is watching your screenshot. That will be very difficult for them. So they are saying that reduce the pixel as much as possible. I mean, not more than 600 pixel. So you keep in mind. But let's say you have a picture that is 800 pixel width, but when you want to include everything, of course you have to include that. So definitely the person who is assessing you, he is waiting for your 800 pixel wide pictures. So don't cut the pictures if it is larger, and if it is required to submit it, you have to submit that. But generally, if you take a screenshot, do not extend it more than 600 pixel. The second thing, the scope. Limit the scope of the screen to just the portions of the UI that you shows the action. Let's say I'm going to take a print screen. Let's say I'm going to take a print screen of the text, only the key points here. So I should not include the entire screen as a screenshot. That is not nice. And also my screen is very large, and if you include that, the subject, what you want to do, you want to show the person the key points of this one. But if you include all of them, now the subject is not visible. It's not very clear to understand. So keep in mind that just take only the portion area that you want to display, and also make sure that don't make it very small. I mean, don't try to reduce your size by showing that I reduce the size. That's very nice. No, the subject has to be covered, but the screenshot has to be a smaller in size. Then call out. Use only arrows and boxes for the call out. These are the things that after you take the print screen, that if you want to say something like messages, or you want to highlight something, they say use the red color mark, which is easy to pick. I mean, the person who is viewing this picture, the eye can easily pick the marked area. The other thing is file names. And when you save your pictures, screenshots in a folder, we have to use a reasonable name. I mean, file name that you usually differentiate between the screenshots. Let's say you take many shots of the same screen with the different frames, I mean different timings. So you should give a right name for that so you can browse it later. Otherwise, you will be having a difficulties to find it out which one is first, which one is second. So you understand that. Second thing is title, but anyhow, it's not very important for us. The personal and the private detail. This is very important. When you take a screenshot, usually, for example, I don't want to take, let's say I don't want to take a full screen. I'm going to take a smaller screen of that, and I'm going to take a screenshot of the entire screen. So what will happen now? My icons and other things are appearing here. These are private things that it's only intended for my view only. But now, while I'm taking the screenshot of full screen, that you know that okay, I have these games and other things, so it's not nice. And also, that is not the subject. The subject is you want to take a print screen of this, either it's a web tab, the Google Chrome tab, but you don't need to include the site, my desktop view or the icons or the start bar and other thing. These are the things that you have to hide your personal. Let's say I open a bank details here, and then when my bank details information and account number and balance is appearing. Let's say I'm going to open something, and I'm keeping it in this manner, for example. Right. So now I want to take a print screen of white tab, but instead of doing that, I'm taking a full screen, which is not nice. Maybe my bank details are open here, and you can see everything, including my bank balance. So that's what it said. Hide the private details. Okay. The last thing is a property use OLT. Anyhow, this is for the people who is going to use that for the, let's say, visually impaired readers. They cannot see the pictures, but there can be assisting text that when you say play some there are some tools that it can read the web pages during that time. It can read the text saying that the picture of car, picture of computer, picture of something. So anyhow, that's not our issues now for this topic. Now let's look at the, okay, let's go to the application that we are going to use it for the screenshot. There are many applications available in the internet. You can download it. Some are free and some are paid. Some are they are giving you trial time, 1 month, 2 month, 3 month. It depends on the the software company. Now, I'm planning to use, first of all, I'm planning to use the snipping tool that is free from Windows 10 and 11. I don't know about the 7 and 8. I forget that actually. Most of you definitely should use the Windows 10 and 11. So I'm going to use the snipping tool. It's very easy and it's very free. If you want to search, you can search it in Windows by typing snipping tool. The icons, that's very clear. It's like a Caesar with red color mark here. And then what I do, I regularly use that. So what I do is I right click on that, and I choose pin to taskbar because I already pinned it. So that's why the unpin message is coming. Let's unpin it. So I'm going to pin this in the taskbar. So when I pin it, it's appearing in my taskbar here at this point. And when I click it, now the application is activated. Then you can take any screen. You can take the printer screen of any screen. Let's say I'm going to take a screenshot. I'm going to click new. Before that, you should know there is something called what type of screenshot you want to take. I'm saying the rectangular mode or a window mode or full screen mode and freeform mode. If you say a rectangular mode, you can take any area. When you click new printer screen, you can take any area in a rectangular shape. It's up to you to choose. Let's say I'm going to choose this way. So my screenshot now started, and this is what I got from the rectangular shape. Now, most of the cases, we want to take a screenshot of the window mode. I mean, I want to take only this tab, or I want to take this window only. I don't want to select the background. I don't want to select the other things. So that's very simple. Again, you have to open the snipping tool mode and choose the window mode. In this window mode, what will happen? Very simply, you move your cursor. When you press new and move your cursor to the window that you want and press that. So instantly, the entire window will be screenshotted. So this is very easy for you to choose. I mean, if you draw a rectangular mode, and if you draw a rectangle to cover the entire screen, you might make a mistake, or you might include some additional things. But this one will cleanly take the picture of the entire window. Similar to that, there's other option called full screen mode. You know that it will take this screenshot of the full screen. So that's it. I have a two screen, by the way, so both of them are screenshotted. Anyhow, so the other option is a free form mode. So here, what is special in this free form mode? You can draw the area that I want to cover. Let's say I want to take a picture of this. Right. So I took a picture of this one. The rest of the area will be transparent. It will be a PNG file. This is very nice application since you want to use a freeware and it's free, and then you can save your pictures wherever you want. Right, you click the save button and then just give the name. You see automatically when you choose the free form, it's choosing the background as transparent, therefore it's saving with the PNG form. Right, but since it's a free version of applications comes with the Windows, they don't have a lot of facilities on this one. So I strongly recommend you. It's okay. It's better to use this application, but I strongly recommend you to go for some applications. I found out, and also I'm using one applications which is. I went to the website at guru99.com and found that the best 19 applications for taking print screen, and they say Snagit is the best one, which is works with Windows and Mac. They give you 30-day free trial, and Adobe Captative, and then Screen Presso, Screen Recorder. There are millions of applications available on the market. But actually, I recommend you the Snagit one. This is the one that I'm using also in my PC. I will tell you the the best way of taking it and what are the things that you can do. So many things are there. So you can go and download the Snagit, and they give you for 30-day free trial. So you can test it, and then legally I cannot tell so many things, but you can test it. If you like it, you can purchase that. Right now, I already installed the Snagit here. I will show you how that works. Now let's use the Snagit application to take a print screen. So what I have to do now, I have to press the print screen button on my keyboard. So in my case, I have to use the F1 key with the print screen button. Then when I click that, it's activated. The Snagit is activated. See, now when I move the cursor to the white area, it's automatically targeting all the white areas. Now when I move it here up a little bit, it's targeting the window mode. When I move it here, I mean, it depends on but if you want full screen, click the full screen. That's the full screen button automatically. You don't need to switch it. By moving your cursor, it's identifying you that you want to take this most cases. So let's say I want to take only the white space, and when you click, and it's asking you whether you want to use the camera mode or video mode. This application also allows you to record a video, but I don't use this application for the video. But most of the time I used it for the screenshot. So when I click the camera icon on this, and that's it. It's recording it's already take the screenshot of whatever I selected now. Then this is the Snagit editor that comes with the editor, with the screenshots with the editor. What's a good thing with this editor is you have a lot of tools on the right side. You can do whatever you like. For example, let's say I want to take this screenshot and I want to tell my users that use this one. This is the best application. This is it's a free one, something like that. So to give a messages, you have a lot of it's like the message. So I click that and I can drag it. Right now, I want to point the arrow mark to this, straight to this. I can move it here, or I want this box to be somewhere else and I want to move it this way. And if you want to rotate the box, let's say you have a lot of facilities here. And then now I want to include a message here saying that this is the best app, for example. So you can do a lot of things. Or you want to show somebody that I want to highlight this text, I said that lifetime free basic plan. Oh, so some people they were looking for a free version of that. So you can tell that this is the lifetime free basic plan. They use the screen presso. You can highlight these things. There are so many things. Let's say if you don't want to do this type of things, there are another things, another bubbles type. I don't know the name of this. So you are free to choose. So many options are here. This is what I'm using it, and I love this. The second thing, that the moment you take the print screen, you don't need to save it on the Snagit editor. It's automatically saving on in a temporary area. So let's say you close the Snagit and go to the Snagit editor again by searching the Snagit editor. When you click that, you get it back. So these are the screenshots that I submitted for my assignments, the previous assignments, and then I have it here. I didn't save any of them, by the way. It's automatically saving it in somewhere else, but you have to come to the editor to get the file. Then if you want to save this particular file, then click file and then save as, or save whatever you want to that desired location. So these are the screenshots that I'm taking. See, to choose this one is very easy for me. For example, I want to take the drive pictures of that. So what I did, I opened my drive here, for example, and then I choose the print screen button, F and print screen, and I just move here. It's highlighting only this area. See, if I point it here, it's highlighting, it's identifying by the colors, by the way. And if you choose this one, in some cases it won't show you the entire screen. In that case, just move a little up, so it will there is a place that I noticed it yesterday actually. Maybe since it's the black, it's not really identifying it, but I was able to take it last night. See, there's a time. So when I click, I get this picture. So you can show them that what are the things you want to show. I want to put text here, and then I want to put empty one, or you want to change this to the arrow mark, or you want to change to something to this and something to that. You can change it. You can do all your editing here, and then also it will be here for you, and whenever you need that, you can save it. Now let's go to the LMS submissions. I want to tell you that something that you have to maintain the way of doing it, because it's now we know anyhow. Now we know that how to take screenshots and how to edit it, and what are the software that you have to use. You can use the free tools, or you can use the Snagit. That's really, I love it. It works very nice. You can use one of them. Now, when we go to the LMS, we are submitting. Sometime we are submitting a first screenshot is big, second one is small, third one is more in height, fourth one it's half. So it's not identical actually. I noticed that many of us, but I don't want to show the person's name, so I don't want to go to that site. So what I'm suggesting you, let's say you have an assignment to submit a certain number of print screen. So in that case, you first, let's say now we have a submission, we have to submit 5 tabs of something that we are doing. So now make sure that first make sure the size that you like it, not only the size that you like, size that is appropriate for uploading. Don't upload the bigger image. Some people, they're taking pictures from a mobile phone and then uploading it. Mobile phone nowadays, the mobile phone is taking a big, huge capacity of a file, and when you upload that, the database will be full. It will be very bad. And also, the person who is assessing your work, when you open that, it takes longer time to load. So sometimes you might get angry with you that what's wrong with this guy? How he is submitting this big file anyhow? So you have to always remember that don't use mobile phones to take screenshots. Actually, we call it screenshot. So we are taking a photo of that and submitting it. So try to make a screenshot. Avoid taking photos. And also focus on the things that you want to cover. Let's say I want to cover the main thing, main application. So I just cover this area. It's very clear. Or if you want to include with a picture or advertisement, it's up to you. So you just move the things. Fine. I go to the second screen. Now assignment. Now we are going to do a sample assignments. So what is my plan now? To submit these 5 tabs in LMS. So here it's not complete. So I'm going to go to the top. or I'm going to go to the bottom. Let's say, okay, these are the things I want to submit it. So I want to make it in a nice view, clear, and then I don't want to include this one. So I just go up. Fine, it's very clear now. Go to the third screen. What are the things that you want to submit? I want to submit a screenshot checklist. It's clear now. I just arranged the up and down and right and left and everything. Now the text Sumit. Okay, anyhow, I'll tell you this one later. Okay, let's say these three screens. Now, if we feel that the width of this one is not enough, just adjust a little bit. Fine. Okay, okay. Then go back to this side. Fine. This also looks better, and this also looks better, and these three are fine now. So these are the very reasonable size that we choose now. Don't make it full screen. Don't make it full screen and take a screenshot, because you are going to upload your picture with the white, or you need additional application to crop this side, the white color side, and then upload it. It's additional work. So better to take what exactly necessary for you, which is showing your subject properly. Take that screen and identical size. Now all the sizes are perfectly all right. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to activate to take a print screen. I'm going to use the FNN print screen. I'm choosing this one and click the picture. It's taking already. Just close that and go to the second one. I'm going to put print screen again. I click that. Then go to the third one. Click it and then print screen. Now all the three screen that we took, it's here. Right. Now open this Snagit editor and then put your conditions. Let's say I want to show the person who is using this one. I want to tell him use a screen presser, which is a lifetime free plan with the basic plan. So go for this. I want to tell him. In the second window, I want to tell him. Here I want to tell him focus on this. Focus on this one. It's very important. I want to tell him that. Focus on this topic, on this point. These are the messages that I want to tell them. So let's find out. You can put many things. Then 2 and 3. Now, how to submit it to the LMS? Many people also having an issue with this, the submissions. Some of them, they don't know where to submit it or how to include the picture, but many of us knows, but some of them, they have issues. For this one now, I'm going to use the demo versions of LMS that's taught by Mr. Vishwanath Ratnavira, thanks to Mr. Vishwanath Ratnavira and thanks to OESL. So we are going to use, this is my first time that I'm using the virtual machine that they taught us. So I opened my virtual machines already and my LMS is ready on that side. So I'm going to use the IP address of that 192.168.12 and Moodle, because I cannot use the original LMS to do this task. Then also I created a test course on the LMS. Then I click that. Then I created something called assignment, and I have the submissions for assignment screenshots. I just created this just purely for demonstration purposes only. So just learn it here, and then you can take use of this. So now I'm going to submissions of assignment 1 screenshots. I'm going there. Now I created one to test it. I'm going to create a new discussion topic. Let's say last time, but we did assignments 2 or whatever it is. So just type assignment and 2 of, let's say you put your student ID, for example. It's not necessary, but I'm telling you. Just put something 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Right. And then here the messages. I'm saying this is my assignment to screenshot. Yes. Now, since it's a heading, what I'm doing now, I'm bolding this one, underlining this one. Okay, right. I press enter. And now I'm going to include my picture here. Now you go to the Snagit editor and copy your picture. I I'm going to press Ctrl A and Ctrl C to copy, and coming here and pasting it here is there. But sometime it doesn't work actually. It won't work. So what do we have to do? We have to press the advanced tab here. Maybe in this LMS, the demo is here, but mostly I found our LMS at the right side. So click the advanced button here. Okay, no problem. Now we have advanced things are here. So I'm going to paste it here. One picture. After that, just press down arrow and then press enter. The cursor comes to the next one. Go to the Snagit again. I'm going to choose the second picture. Control A, Control C. Then I'm going to paste it here. Number 2. Okay, if it's not convenient, just make it bigger, the size. And coming here, pasting this number 2. Then I'm going to press the enter again to move to the next line. Here now, go to the Snagit editor and choose the third one. Control A and Control C. I come here and paste it. So 3 images I pasted it. Just see the size of them. The ending here exactly. When I move down, the other picture also ending here very nicely, and the third one also ending here. The sizes are perfectly all right. Okay. In some situations, when you go here, some situation, let's say I open a page called Google. So I'm going to send the print screen outside. Let's say, just imagine the height of the Google page is this much. Now, if we take the entire page and display it, it's so so different because you are submitting with the empty space. Everyone knows that Google is this. So to do this one, when you do a screenshot, take a print screenshot first of this item and do not export the entire image to the LMS. Just reduce it. If you don't have anything beyond this line, reduce that. So now press Control A and Control C. Or I'm saying that if your Windows is covering unnecessary empty spaces, reduce that. So by reducing it, the person who is assessing you can see it very clearly. Second thing, that it won't occupy a lot of data on the server. So 2 things it's good for you. So I'm going to do this way. I go to the LMS that I'm working on now, and then go to the last picture. I'm going to paste it. So still the same picture, but the height is low. It doesn't matter if the height is low, it's fine. They can understand very easily that there's nothing is after that. Nothing is important. Therefore, you trim the height. But here, I need that. And here, this area also, I need that because if you crop it, it's okay if you want to crop this area to make it empty. Good, fine. Why not? And then go for this. Now, if you submit any screenshot and if you want to put a heading on that, just put the heading, for example. Heading 1. I selected it. I don't want to, let's say I don't want to bold it, so heading. So in the similar way, you can put heading 1. Then I want to put this here, the heading 2. And here I don't have a space, so just press enter. And sometimes, anyhow, I notice it also, sometimes we have issue here. I mean, when you press enter, it doesn't give you the place exactly, but you can just work on that. And heading 3. And heading 4. Right. This is one type of submissions. So I'm going to save my post it for you. I posted it for you. Now 2 people submitted their assignment. This is the last assignment that I submitted. When I click that, it's very easy to see in a nice view. The width and the height of the pictures are exactly maintained the ratio, and it looks very easily and loaded quickly. Anyhow, it's loading from my local PC, but if you take a proper print screen, it's very nice. In addition to that, there are other options here. Let's say some threads last time the what's that the software, I forget that the name. software industry assessment, we what we did now, we went and click reply, and then we add also. In that case, when you say reply, definitely you forget the width that you use, right? So that is not an issue. But when you reply again, the next time when you submit additional pictures, collect all the pictures with the same width and height. I mean, so same width. That's more especially same width. Maintain the ratio and display. And here, in addition to that, some pictures, if you take, let's say I'm going to take a very big, huge picture. Let's say, for example, let's say you have a situation that you want to post a very big picture. So I'm going to take the screen. I'm going to take the complete screen, full screen. Fine. So this is the picture. Now, when you copy this one, the editor, and Control C, and go to the LMS. Where is it? I go to the LMS and I'm going to paste this one. Okay, fine. It's pasting it here, but last time we had a difficulty on pasting this. On that case, if it is not pasting or giving you some, last time I saw something like a small rectangular size of something, but it's not even rotating. There's no progress. I waited for long, but I did not find anything there. In that case, what you have to do, you have to go to the Snagit and then save the image. File, save the image. Let's say I'm going to save it from on my desktop. Let's say the picture is a desktop image. I save it now. Now you go to the LMS, and there is a place called, see, this is the one, insert or edit images. Click this one, then you can browse. There are some additional usage also by doing this one. I will tell you that why. I go to the browse repository. Everyone are allowed to have their own repositories. I click the brown repositories and upload a file. I'm going to upload a file. I click choose file and I go to the desktop, and the picture that I took now, since if it is a heavy, it's a big picture, normally the small pictures are automatically can be pasted, but here let's say desktop and I open, so it's open already. Save as, let's say, give a reasonable name that, because later on you can refer this, my desktop, and then upload this file. So I uploaded already, and describes the image for someone who cannot see it. This is what we read in this point, right? He said that the alternate property, the people who cannot see it, it's for the visually impaired readers. In that case, if you say that the picture of Microsoft Windows. But anyhow, it's not very important to say that, but it's for you personally. But anyhow, it's much better to go with the default behavior of that. Now I insert the picture already. So other than that, we don't have much things. Also, you can do your things here. You can do your own test by doing your LMS Moodle application. I mean, you can run the virtual box and run the images and go and create a course, create a user, and assign a permission for that, and try yourself, because we cannot try it on the actual LMS. So here you learn it. So when you do your project, you can submit it in a nice way. They can see it very clearly. It will be loaded to the assessor faster than the camera pictures. And also, as I told you, right, don't include the private things, and don't include the additional things which is not the subject. If the subject is only that much, take that much. So I hope all of you understand this, and I hope it will be very useful for you. Just comment in the channel in case if we need something, or if additional things to be explained, or maybe it is useful or something. Let's see. Thank you so much. One more thing that I want to tell you, that last time when we submit some assignments, what the people did, they said submit the print screen of the virtual box and the Debian bullseye and the page that you are displaying and some additional things. So what the people did mostly, I noticed that some of you send a screenshot in similar way. Like for example, the left side Debian side, the right side the Debian server. The left side is the virtual box, and then they open also 192 IP address of this one, and they create another one and put it in this side, right? Let's say I don't know. Okay, PHP info.php. So what they did, they submitted something like this. They take the print screen of this one, the entire screen, and then they submitted this. Do you think that the person who is assessing you can read all of this one, even though you use the magnifier to read the text? Let's say this is anyhow, this is not that worst case, but if you want to see your coding is on the left side and the image is on the right side. They cannot read it, even if they magnify it. They cannot read it carefully. It's very difficult for them. So don't do that. Make all the sizes are at least equal in the wider the width, and then the height you can adjust it based on that. Submit it one by one, so it's very clear and very understandable. Have a great day.